This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 7th day of July in the year 2021. I'm Gordon Mosley. Here's what we're tracking tonight. Guyana joined the rest of CARICOM and the international community today in mourning the death of Haitian President Jovenel Moïse. Moïse was gunned down this morning in an assassination at his home in the Haitian capital of Port-au-Prince. President Irfan Ali and the opposition leader Joe Harmon, in separate statements, expressed their shock and sadness at the assassination of the Haitian president. In his statement, President Irfan Ali said the assassination of the president has left him stunned, noting that the horrific act is a tragedy for both Haiti and the Caribbean region. Haiti is one of the member states in the regional movement CARICOM. President Ali said those responsible for the indefensible and cowardly execution must be brought swiftly to justice. He said political assassination has no place in the contemporary Caribbean, and it solves nothing nor resolves anything. He said such murderous actions are repugnant to the values of the regional integration movement and incompatible with democratic values and constitutional rule. The president added that the assassination of President Moïse compounds the already disquieting political and constitutional crisis in Haiti, making it clear that Guyana will continue to work with the Caribbean community in seeking to engage with Haiti in order to ensure peace and stability. The opposition leader Joe Harmon in his statement also condemned the heinous and cowardly act in the strongest possible terms. Mr. Harmon said the assassination of the Haitian president is a dark day in the history of the region. In extending deepest condolences to the people of Haiti, Mr. Harmon urged a full and thorough investigation that will bring justice to the Moïse family and the people of Haiti. The opposition leader said the people of Haiti can be assured that the arms of Guyanese continue to be wrapped around them, and the thoughts and prayers of Guyana remain with them as they navigate this period in the country's history. And former President David Granger, who hosted Mr. Moïse at the State House when he was president, described the Haitian leader's assassination as a hateful murder. Mr. Granger, who is also leader of the People's National Congress Reform, called on Haiti's Prime Minister to preserve peace, maintain public order, and bring the culprits responsible to justice. The United Nations and the Organization of American States are among the other international groups that have expressed condolences on the death of the Haitian leader. The BBC reported that Mr. Moïse's time in office was rocky, as he faced accusations of corruption and was challenged by waves of often violent anti-government protests. There were widespread protests in the capital and other cities earlier this year as people demanded his resignation. Haiti's opposition said that Mr. Moïse's 5-year term should have ended on the 7th of February, 5 years to the day since Mr. Martelly stepped down. But there had been a year's delay to elections after that, and Mr. Moïse insisted that he had 1 more year to serve, as he did not take office until February of 2017. Back in February, on the same day that the opposition wanted him to leave office, Mr. Moïse said an attempt to kill him and overthrow the government had been foiled. More news coming up in just a moment.
What's our purpose? Together we rise. For our community, our customer, and our country. Our promises: strengthen our community, reliably connect our customers, innovate for all in our country. Together we rise.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Preparing for your NGSA exams is always a challenge. The Guyana Learning Channel is here to help. You can go to YouTube using your browser or your mobile device. Then search for the Guyana Learning Channel in the search bar. We're live streaming our NGSA booster videos all day and all night. If you want to study a specific subject or topic, you can go to our NGSA booster playlist. You can look at a specific subject, such as mathematics, and then look for a specific topic. Here, you can follow along with the lesson to prepare for your examination. Remember kids, study hard, and best of luck in your exams.
My one and only, tastes so good to me. Yes, we love cheesies. Cheesies, cheesies, give me please. Nobody does it like these. Cheesies, cheesies, give me some. Cheesies taste is number one. Only Sunshine's got it. Got the cheese you love, with a taste that's so real. We love cheesies. Sunshine Snacks Cheesies, just so good.
Mom, what are you doing with GPL on your list?
Child, you forgot I have to pay GPL?
You got time with GPL.
I have to keep these lights on. The customers who think in that manner and refuse to honor their obligation to GPL are obviously not playing their part in ensuring quality service delivery. So, I will continue to pay my GPL bill on time, every time.
I recognize the value of your point, Mom. You were right.
GWI introduces CAP, their customer assistance promotion that offers massive discounts. For a limited time, get 50% off all reconnection fees and another 50% off your entire bill. If your service was removed or you've reconnected on your own, GWI is offering yet another 50% discount off all tampering and replacement fees. Wallet-friendly payment plans are also available. So tap into GWI's customer assistance promotion by visiting any GWI office and avoid them taking legal action. CAP only applies to customers whose services were disconnected or removed prior to 2021. For more information, call 227-8701 or WhatsApp 620-1667. Water is life. Save it.
Sonia, you think people easy? People just really want to do their own thing. Look across the road how we building the house low. The building code say you're supposed to be 2 feet off the ground.
And when the place flood, them just be the first to complain.
But you know sometimes we that just contribute to the flooding with we behavior.
You know, boy, we just throw things in the drains and canals. We don't keep the gutters clean and dispose of garbage properly. By the way, you got an emergency kit?
Yeah, Sonia, I got me own and it got drinking water, army medicines, and say things like band-aids, iodine, bandages.
And me own got in toothpaste, a change of underwear and clothing, toilet paper and soap.
Guyana, our country, our responsibility.
Mobil 1 is more than oil. It's many oils. It transforms at the molecular level. When cold, it's thicker than honey. When hot, it's thinner than water. Mobil 1 adapts and readapts to last longer. 16,000 kilometers between oil changes. That's your engine evolved.
Sol Guyana is the authorized distributor of Mobil lubricants.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. We must send a clear signal to all. Do right. Walk in upright ways. Knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Let GBTI, make your dreams of owning a home a reality. Buy or build your home with us. Let us help you to completely outfit your home and make it move-in ready. Need to purchase land? We finance that too. Benefit from our 10% down payment and interest rates as low as 4.25%. Calculated on the reducing balance with up to 30 years to repay. Switch your mortgage to us and learn about benefiting from the equity in your home. Invest wisely. Apply online or call your branch to schedule an appointment. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
Welcome back. Describing the recently filed opposition no-confidence motions against two of his government ministers as being without structure and lacking thought, President Irfaan Ali described the move as nothing more than political drama today. Speaking to reporters this afternoon on the east coast of the Marara, the president appeared unimpressed by the opposition's move to get his health and home affairs ministers removed from those two portfolios.
They didn't even spend any time to put any effort. It shows that this is just political drama. There was no thinking behind it. There is no structure behind it. There is no work behind it. It is just political drama, and I'm not interested in political drama. I'm interested in this, delivering to the people of this country.
On Tuesday, opposition leader Joe Harmon filed the two motions with the clerk of the National Assembly. He said the motions were filed because of the current state of the health situation and the crime problem in Guyana. Harmon pointed to the increasing number of COVID-19 cases and deaths and rising crime as good enough reasons for the two ministers to be removed. But President Ali said it is the APNU-AFC that has a confidence issue.
There is only one no confidence, and that no confidence is in the APNU-AFC record on democracy. That is the only no confidence.
Once the two no-confidence motions receive the green light from the Speaker of the National Assembly, they will eventually make their way into the Assembly for debate. President Ali said that will be another opportunity for his government to detail its work.
This gives us an excellent opportunity to once again present to the Guyanese people what we reached or inherited when we came into office and where we are today. And mark my word, our commitment will be kept.
With the government holding a majority in the National Assembly, it is unlikely that the no-confidence motions will be successful. However, the debates are expected to highlight a number of issues that continue to plague the home affairs and health sectors. While 90% of the persons who contracted the deadly COVID-19 virus in Guyana have recovered, Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony today admitted that there is still lots of work to be done to improve the recovery rate. During his daily COVID-19 update, the health minister explained that since the pandemic was first detected in Guyana, the country recorded 20,645 positive cases to date, with more than 18,000 persons making full recoveries.
As of today, 18,619 persons have recovered, which amounts to about 90% of those who have been infected.
Dr. Anthony further explained that there are about 1,600 active cases of the virus in the country, with the majority of those persons in home isolation. He has urged those persons to continue to isolate themselves so as to contain the spread of the virus.
I think with the numbers that we're seeing, 18,619 so far recovering, I think it's a good number. Of course, we would like to see it being much better, but unfortunately there were persons who had the severe form of COVID and died as a result. So that has been challenging, but we'll nevertheless continue to work.
The minister also pointed out that if positive COVID-19 patients do not have the facilities to isolate at home, isolation centers are available in every region.
We also have quarantine centers, and the difference between quarantine and isolation. Quarantine is for those persons who we suspect might have COVID, and therefore we would keep them away from others for a period and observe them to see whether or not they develop the symptoms of COVID. Things like fever and headache and stuff like that. And then you can retest them Isolation, however, is for persons who are already positive.
The Ministry of Health will be working with the Georgetown municipality to establish more vaccination sites across Georgetown as the government moves ahead with its vaccination program. The health minister is still unable to give a definitive date for the arrival of those second-dose Sputnik vaccines. Over 100,000 persons are awaiting that second dose. Let's tell you now that a legal team representing the chairman of the Police Service Commission has started preparations to begin court action against Acting Police Commissioner Nigel Hoppy over his decision to ignore the police promotions list that was sent to him by the Police Service Commission. The Police Service Commission last week issued its list of 135 police promotions within minutes of the Chief Justice dismissing a challenge to the promotions. However, the government has since indicated that it will be ignoring that promotions list because the President's suspension of the Police Service Commission remains in place, according to the Attorney General. But the attorney for the commission, Selwyn Peters, has indicated to the President that his suspension of the commission did not follow the Constitution and is therefore being disregarded. The government is holding firm to its position that the commission remains suspended. The top cop was given an ultimatum to begin the process to effect the promotions by noon yesterday or face legal action. Hoppy never responded to the ultimatum and has not officially recognized the promotion list. News source has learned that a lawsuit seeking the court's intervention to get the promotions formally effected could be filed within days. The situation has led to a lot of uneasiness within the Guyana police force, with many of the ranks on the promotions list pressing for their promotions to be recognized and given full effect. Two men appeared in court today and were remanded to jail for the murder of taxi driver Kenrick Trim, whose body was discovered dumped at the side of a roadway in Ogle on the 30th of June. The two accused were identified as Kenty Bacchus, also known as Trini, and Seyon James, also known as Lil Alfie. They were not required to enter a plea to the indictable murder charge when they appeared in court this morning. The two are accused of allegedly attacking and stabbing a 53-year-old taxi driver to death less than an hour after he left his home to begin his taxi duties. Bacchus and James will make their next court appearance on the 6th of August when the matter continues. The taxi driver, who lived in the Belfield housing scheme area, was last seen alive when he left his home early on the morning of the 30th of June. The man's son told investigators that he was wearing gold jewelry when he left the home. The items were not found when the body was discovered. In the courts, 2 weeks after an early morning fire gutted two buildings in George Street, leaving over 20 persons homeless, a Aleppo Street man was today slapped with 3 arson charges and remanded to jail. The accused, 22-year-old Calvin Lawrence, appeared before Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan and denied setting fire to the buildings. According to the charge, on the 24th of June, Lawrence unlawfully and maliciously set fire to a dwelling house valued at $18 million and containing articles valued at $6 million, which were all the property of businessman Colin Bentley. It was further alleged that on the same day he unlawfully and maliciously set fire to a dwelling house valued at $38 million, which was owned by Nalini Babulal. That house contained articles valued at $16 million belonging to Kevin Phillips. Lawrence was also charged with unlawfully and maliciously setting fire to a dwelling house valued at $250 million, containing articles amounting to $30 million, which were the property of Hardat Maniram. In an application for bail, his attorney claimed that his client was never seen in the vicinity of the fire and played no part in setting the fire. However, the police prosecutor indicated to the court that the accused was captured on surveillance video recordings from nearby cameras. The magistrate denied bail and ordered the accused remanded. He will return to court on the 21st of July for the continuation of the matter. One of the buildings, which was gutted, housed a number of apartments that were being rented by Venezuelan migrants. They have all been displaced. There were other tenants in the building also. The fire is suspected to have been started in the vulcanizing shop and bike store that was housed on the bottom flat of one of the buildings that were gutted.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
At Sash Financial, we create strategies for strengthening business and personal finances while helping our clients to build sustainable wealth. Our financial and business consultancy services are uniquely tailored to ensure every client receives quality packages and optimal results. Our financial services include financial reporting and analysis, financial status assessment, internal audits, bookkeeping and records management, financial planning advice, tax returns. Our business advisory services are related to business plans, business startups, operational improvement, business management, document preparation, procedures development, efficient marketing. Call or WhatsApp us today for your free consultation on telephone number 592-665-6045. Sash Financial, strengthening businesses, building wealth.
What's our purpose? Together we rise. For our community, our customer, and our country. Our promises: strengthen our community, reliably connect our customers, innovate for all in our country. Together we rise.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up, fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Hi everybody, me name Radhika, right? And me just get my COVID-19 vaccine. Me turn rich and me take me COVID-19 vaccine, right? And me want to encourage everybody out there to come and take your COVID-19 vaccine, because COVID-19 not discrimination, you know. Anybody can get them, in no matter what race you be, in no matter what color you be, in no even matter what gender you be, anybody can get COVID-19. So I come and I take your vaccine then, because it's very important to take it. But remember that when you take your vaccine, that doesn't mean that you can just stop wear your mask and stop sanitizing and say you still got to take all the precautions. Nothing is 100% foolproof, but the vaccine is important for how you take. Here, Radhika says so.
Across the region tonight, CARICOM leaders who wrapped up their heads of government meeting just yesterday are to meet again, this time following the assassination of Haiti's President Jovenel Moïse. The CARICOM chairman Gaston Brown, the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, told CMC that he was still in shock at the development. He said it was very, very unfortunate. The CARICOM chairman said the act is a very unfortunate development coming at a time of great instability in Haiti. He said he hopes the Prime Minister and other members of the cabinet in Haiti will be able to hold things together to prevent further chaos and confusion. Mr. Brown also said he will be convening a meeting of the heads of government to discuss the latest development. At the end of yesterday's meeting of CARICOM heads of government, the chairman of CARICOM said that the heads of government had agreed to issue a statement on the ongoing political and economic crisis in Haiti after receiving a report on the situation in the country from the expert group, which was established by CARICOM leaders back in February. This evening, Barbados Today reports that by the end of 2021, CARICOM is hoping to have at least 80% of the region's population fully vaccinated. And while Caribbean governments will be rolling out strategies to achieve the goal, enforcing mandatory vaccination will not be among them. That was revealed by the new CARICOM Chairman, Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, following the conclusion of the 42nd regular meeting of the CARICOM heads of government. Speaking to members of the media via Zoom, Mr. Brown said reaching 80% herd immunity was critical if the islands and countries in the region were to get their economies back on track. He admitted that even though small countries were experiencing difficulties in procuring vaccines, an increased effort will be made by CARICOM to secure the necessary quantity. And finally tonight, international news. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has filed a lawsuit against tech giants Google, Twitter, and Facebook, claiming that he is the victim of censorship. The class action lawsuit also targets the three companies' CEOs. Mr. Trump was suspended from his social accounts in January over public safety concerns in wake of the Capitol riots led by his supporters. On Wednesday, Mr. Trump called the lawsuit a very beautiful development for the freedom of speech in America. At a press conference at his Gulf resort in New Jersey, Mr. Trump railed against social media companies and Democrats who he accused of espousing misinformation. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.